I did. Now what? Weird ass boy. She ain't take you out fine, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Atlanta.
Time for is back. Here we go. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Good, Jake Paul play looks so fucking good.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
To Gerald Everett.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That shit looks so fake. That shit look like he didn't even hit the shotgun.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ryan now the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch downfield, but came up empty.
So now...
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw again, Ryan. And all the way inside the 15 before they... 31-yard gain. Now it's Gurley. He's going to get 4 out of this.
Running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This time Ryan will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good. And
The score, Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will make it into the end zone.
Send me the invite.
And he returns this to the 22.
Send me the invite to the lead.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Dancing to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance
I
to
joined
come
his
down
parents
in bounds
over too.
because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
And TroubleGee4's. That's the thing. Slime on it. TroubleGee4.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
Yeah.
And he'll toss.
No, I'm talking about in the other league. I'm in the league game real quick.
Trying to catch your breath and
That's why
try
I
not
said
to
I'm
show
gonna grab the
the
best
offense that
team
you're a little
available.
bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the
All right,
turnover.
good.
Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal
I
situation.
know I'm saying the best drafting team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to draft.
That leaves him just
Yeah,
short,
I ain't
so
able to draft.
third and less than a yard.
I'm in the middle of the league game right
well
now.
aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had the game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second
And
string.
he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I...
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, that's me talking, bro. I said I ain't gonna be able to draft. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to draft.
Oh, you got to
I'm
have
in
those
the middle
great
of the league.
skills
I'm
back
in the middle
there.
of the league game
Eyes,
right now.
anticipation, great hands, and of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this...
Oh, you playing me right now? Oh, are you watching the broadcast? Oh, yeah. I ain't even really did nothing too crazy yet, bro. I'm about to goddamn cook up on him.
All right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
Doesn't matter what age you team I choose.
let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, come here.
It's caught. Jones. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10
I got
at the
the Dolphins.
25-yard line. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he's going to go down again.
Sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he is part of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Looks as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
We got to pick?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
How much time we got to pick?
Yeah, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since it's and a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked.
This is the biggest mosquito in this room, bro.
Last season with 48 in total.
It got me screaming like a bitch, bro.
Deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Tyreek Hill still on board, man. Tyreek Hill still up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Oh.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon.
The Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here's Hall. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10.
We gotta go fast, bro. There's 20 people in here, bro.
The Atlanta offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. Third down.
Bro, no, bro. I literally just got it, man.
But when you throw
I just got it.
So many things are going through the mind of the receiver.
It's literally been 5 seconds, man.
Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
No, I'm not, bro.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yeah, you from Louisiana?
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took
right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Skirts by him at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
24-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
This is Carson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
To Chris Carson.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, it's a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Powers through again, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, Seattle.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. But now it's third and goal.
Third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Gerald Everett.
From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 36, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself.
We got Louisiana in this motherfucker.
And taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The former first-rounder Barkevius Mingo. And it'll be a second and long. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he finds Penny. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Complete to Rashad Penny. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Penny, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
To
Rashad Penny there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately
We're right
this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards. Off the bootleg. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. There was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Where Ryan Allen?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 23-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage. And you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 42 yards.
And the Seahawks.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Carson.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 7.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. Sliding out of the... And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother making a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and with that, our journey begins. Charles, week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
I don't know. Goddamn, about that. What team
Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
I gotta go to
we'll
NFC. What
right
division?
here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Goddamn, who the quarterbacks in the division? Can anybody, one of y'all can't tell me now? The Bucks got Deshaun Watson. Say that. All right, I'm getting them. Somebody else got somebody better? Oh.
Select the team you want to join.
Hey, don't skip me, yo. I got the Bucks, yo. Don't skip me.
Start your season with...
Hey, I'm drafting now, yo. Don't skip me.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
No, that shit skip me. Oh, no, I don't pick to 12th round.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
Hey, y'all doing
The
traits? Y'all doing
Buccaneers are
traits
now on
and
the
shit?
clock.
What's the traits? Oh, it's my pick. Damn. What's the trait?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
On both sides or just all together? Yeah. Yeah.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.